Oops, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to talk about this Tesla earnings call, what we learned, what we've gathered so far. I have not listened to it yet, but I do have some good notes from Farzad. Shout out to Farzaziness. We're going to take a look at it to see what Elon and the team said about their guidance for the rest of this year. But of course, we're going to take a look at it from an angle of pricing because that's what we're all about, right? We want to know what price these Tesla vehicles are and if they are going to get lower or not this year, because we want to know what's the best deal out there, how to get the best deal, and all that jazz and all that stuff. So welcome back to the stream. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. Thank you for bearing with me and joining on this late night stream today on a Wednesday. We're going to go back to probably our normal scheduling tomorrow at 5 o'clock or throughout the rest of the week. So let's jump into it. And if you're just joining in, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at this. So shout out, let's see here, how do I switch this? So oh nope, oops, see here, there we go. So shout out to Farziness on Twitter, at Farziness. He basically listened to the Tesla earnings call and dissected some of the notes here. Now, so I was just taking a look at this, and there's a couple things that stuck out to me. Of course, fantastic year for Tesla, selling 1.3 or 1.4 million cars, and their guidance is 1.8 million cars. So that's a growth of what, 28% year over year. And there's some big notable things here right now. So first thing is 17% operating margin, the highest amongst any volume car maker. Definitely pretty crazy. $12.5 billion in net income. Pretty insane, as because the market for buying vehicles is decreasing, and Tesla to be able to do that in quarter four of last year, to fight that tidal wave, definitely some pretty crazy stuff, that's for sure. They quoted here, demand will be good despite probably a contradiction in the auto market as a whole, because that's what we really feel like, right? A lot of these other manufacturers, they might not be increasing as much. We saw that, year over year. Some big notable names are decreasing year over year in sales, but that's because of the production they're going through that. But this one really stuck out to me. This note right here, it says price really matters. So it seems like Elon came out and said the price really matters. CEO Elon Musk said during an earnings call, these changes make a difference for the average consumer, and of course they do, right? Like we're all focused on price. That's why on this channel we talk about the prices of Teslas and all stuff, because spoiler alert, if you drop a Tesla car $13,000 overnight, people are going to get interested. So here's another one. Vast number of people want to buy a Tesla car that can't afford it. And so if you make Tesla vehicles, the Model 3 and the Model Y, in this affordability range, and we're seeing this right now with the Model Y under 55K, because with that tax credit that brings it down to what, $46,000. That's quote unquote likely could be affordable, right? I mean, what's the average price of a small SUV? And that's probably why the Model Y is selling relatively hot under 55K. You can see right now on waitingfortesla.com, shout out to them for building a great site. There's only one 53 or one Model Y that's under $53,000 across the country. And I bet if we look at this or we refresh this in 5-10 minutes, it's going to disappear completely. So you can see here's another note. Price changes really make a difference for the average customer, and of course it does, right? Most people, $50,000, $40,000, $30,000, even $20,000 is a lot of money, and to spend that on a vehicle all at once, they have to be able to justify it. They have to either use it for their daily workplace, or it has to make sense for them at the end of the day. So here's another one. Affordability is very important. Tesla's goal is to be affordable as it is to many people as possible. Elon is glad this is the case. So, I mean, this can be pretty interesting because Elon has come out and said that he prefers volume over profit. And so, him to come out and say price really matters, it only makes sense. If he wants more people into Teslas, the price, this could just be the beginning of price coming down for Teslas. as he really starts, or as Tesla starts to take more control of the market at the end of the day. There's another one that was, stuck out to me. Goal is to sell as many cars as we can. Growth at the best operating margins. Wants to be the best at manufacturing to, of course, put out more vehicles out there. And so, definitely some pretty interesting stuff at the end of the day. Taking a look at some of these other notes, nothing, of course, there's big talk on the storage and energy, battery and all that stuff. That's always kind of been a thing with Tesla, but they've kind of doubled down on this earnings call as well. But let me know if there's anything that stuck out to you, anything that they feel like they missed. I didn't see anything about like the Tesla financing piece of it. Like, are they going to get into leasing or anything like that? Of course, I haven't listened to the full earnings call just yet. I'm kind of getting late to the game today. Certainly a late start. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Do you feel like Tesla? It certainly feels like they're getting guidance that 1.8 million vehicles at a 17% profit margin. They could certainly come down on the profit margin to sell their 1.8 million vehicles as possible. I think I saw another headline where they can actually sell 2 million vehicles, but they're not trying to overstate what they can actually do out there. So definitely some pretty crazy stuff. Very bullish, I would say, for Tesla. Because it certainly seems like they can sell a ton of vehicles if they want to, that's for sure. So let's jump in some of the comments and some of the questions. Thank you all for helping me out. I was on mute earlier on that, so thank you for that. Farhan, Umar, thank you, that's for sure. But this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description, there's a Patreon link where you can support the channel, and there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. And after you schedule a call, you get a link to my buying guide, which has links to all the resources that I use to get the best possible deal at the best possible price. Right now, there's a credit union on that list that has interest rates as low as 3% for 16 months, so definitely check that out if you're interested. And as an added benefit, I do respond to all my DMs in the Patreon app, so definitely hit that up if you're interested. Farhan, also today, Tesla will not offer hardware 3, hardware 4 retrofit because it won't be needed. Ooh, interesting. So there was a lot of talk about this hardware 4, but I guess maybe it's not needed because, full self-driving is out. There's 400,000 people on a full self-driving beta on 400,000 customers in North America. A lot of people out there with full self-driving. Pongo, why would anyone look at the Model X, opt for non-plat? Less than 10% difference for not so much more. I mean, arguably that's preference at the end of the day. $10,000 difference for basically just speed. I mean, there's not much difference between a plat and a long range. It's really just speed. Abraham, were you expecting more from this earning call? No, I mean, we got the guidance I feel like we needed. We know they kind of doubled down that Tesla is going for volume. They want to sell more cars. But the one thing I feel like I didn't get to see so far is just that Tesla, financing question. Are they going to get into leasing or anything like that? I don't think I saw anything unless I missed something. But of course, I have not listened to the full call 100% just yet. But I do want, maybe we'll hear that at Investor Day, but I don't think so at this point. It most likely will just come out whether they're going to do Tesla leasing or not with that $7,500 tax credit, and then we'll be on our way at the end of the day. So, but yeah, thanks for watching the stream. Thanks for watching another video. Wait, it's not to speak. There we go. All right, welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today, we are going to talk about this text that someone sent me. Basically, it looks like Tesla might be reinstating orders back to the queue if you ask. So we'll take a look at this specific situation with one person that actually sent me the screenshot from Tesla themselves. And Tesla gave them a slight discount or maybe even a credit for their order. So this seems like a very specialized use case, but maybe if you're in this situation where your order got canceled on you or you canceled on your order and lost that $250, maybe this might be a way for you to get that $250 back reinstated on a new order. So we'll take a look at exactly what happened here so you can see for yourself. But welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. My name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best possible price, or just getting really good financing on your Tesla. So if you're interested in any of that, please hit that subscribe. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. down below in the description, but more on that later. All right, so let's take a look at it. We'll just jump right into the screenshot. Shout out to Shanlam, I think that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if I mess it up, but this is a screenshot he sent me earlier today. If you're wondering, this phone number is Tesla themselves directly. They use a centralized phone number, so I'm not leaking anybody's phone number out here. That's a number that all Tesla employees text from, and if you text it back, that's literally a call center, call team, sales CRM system that they all can see all the messages directly together. And there's multiple numbers that Tesla use, but this is the situation that happened here. So Lamb actually had an order back a while ago that was 250, and he had to cancel it for whatever reason, didn't take delivery. And so they reached out to him. This was what, months ago, I want to say, that he scheduled a call with me. And they reached out to him today or recently and asked, quote, "Are you interested in a Model Y due to the price increase?" And then he wrote back, "Hello, I'm thinking about it." And the Tesla employee said, "Okay, great. Did you have any questions?" And then, of course, he wrote back, "Price went up yesterday on the Y." Tesla said, "Yes, by $500, but previously dropped by $13,000. Yeah, that's correct. And Shan said, "Any way can I get back the $250 for my canceled order?" That's what he's referring to, for something that he lost, that he didn't get a refund at all. But Tesla could still see that he had an order in the past and lost that $250. And so Tesla said, or the Tesla employee said, quote, "I can apply the $250 towards the purchase price if you order." So that's pretty interesting, right? That's different. Like, we've never heard of anything like this in the past. I have heard of people getting orders reinstated, but not in this fashion, right? This is saying, to me, this reads like you're going to pay the higher price of $500. You're going to give us another $250 deposit, but you will receive a $250 credit adjustment, which is, they're basically getting their money back. So they're still at a loss of $250, I guess I would say, maybe even more because of an extra order fee. But it's interesting to see that Tesla's, I wouldn't call this desperate, but they might be, semi-desperate to try and get orders back into the queue. So this, this really goes to show that Tesla does have some sort of power of adjusting or giving a $250 credit of some sort to try and get orders, back reinstated, or at least new orders back. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Of course, this is on a Model Y, where I'm not sure that Tesla needs to do this. I mean, there's so much demand for certain Model Ys already, especially Model Y long ranges under 55K or Model Y standard ranges. I could easily see this if this was like a Model 3 standard range or Model 3 long range, because there's certainly a lot more of those vehicles available for sale. If you look at it right now, there's 400 available for sale, that magic number 400, where it never goes above that. But I could easily see that happening for sure. But along with other discounts, option credits, and things like that. If you don't know what options credit with Tesla does, Google or search that on the YouTube channel. I made a video about that, in December. But there's other strategies that Tesla has in their back pocket that they could easily pull out of the queue. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff that they're at least reinstating or giving the $250 back in some sort of form. But it's semi just a wash, because there's other questions I need to ask here, right? Because the destination fee on Teslas also went up. It went from, I think, $1250 to $1350. The color of paint went up from free for silver, now for $1,000. And if you want to go third row seating for a Model Y, it's now $4,000 instead of $3,000. So there's a variety of, sleight of hands, I would say, in which, yes, you're getting that $250 deposit back. Yes, you might be able to take delivery before March to take advantage of the $7,500 tax credit, but then also the Model Y is now up $500 as well. So overall, the board, you might be getting your $250 back, but you also might be paying a higher price for the same, or it's essentially the same car at the end of the day, at least from like a few days ago. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know which of you guys' thoughts on it. Has Tesla reached out to you to try and reinstate an order or not? Or how are you doing it? Or are you kind of just leaving it by the wayside? We'll jump into some of the comments to some of the questions, but today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon where you can support the channel. And there's a variety of benefits, including actually scheduling a call with me, where you can ask me any questions about buying a Tesla, selling a Tesla, or even financing a Tesla. So let's jump into it. Yang, yo, welcome. Aqua, on the call, someone asked if prices are going to change soon. They dodged the question. Okay, so I'm glad to see someone ask the question because that's what I want to know, right? Are there more prices changes or price decreases coming this year? And most likely it's a yes, right? But of course they don't want to say it right away because then people will not buy today, they won't buy tomorrow or even next week because they'll just wait for that price change. Omer, order January 22nd. Today EDD 39 through 331. Ooh, 7,500. Yeah, I would say watch my video. Like, I think you posted it yesterday or the day before about like what to do now if you don't have a matched VIN. Check that out because I got some strategies in there to help you out. Yang, yo, Dennis, when locked in a VIN, does that mean the car is already built or is in process of getting built? It could be either. It could be in process of getting built, or even in transit. It could be any of those. Hassan, place an order for Model Y. Do you think it'll be delivered by the March end? Really depends. Really depends. Also, I would say watch my video on what to do if you are not matched. That's for sure. But that's pretty much it. I don't really have other topics. I just want to jump on and talk a little bit about the Q4 earnings call. I want to hear what you guys are thinking out there. I mean, this other thing that just popped up is this map got released about the Cybertruck that is in tooling phase. And so I'm not sure what the latest rumors are, but Tesla has been saying that the Cybertruck will get produced this year. We don't know if that's as early as summer or even Q4, but I'm excited for it, that's for sure. I want to see these Cybertrucks rolling off the assembly line and being delivered to customer driveways. That'd be sick. And then also there was that spy shot of the Cybertruck press being delivered as well or something, or being covered. So here it is. The Tesla starts assembling a 9,000 ton Cybertruck Giga Press in Texas. So I mean, we could be getting close, right? I mean, let me know what you guys think. Do you think a Cybertruck is actually coming this year or not? I mean, I would love to see it. I'm not sure what type of volume it would be early on, maybe 10,000, 20,000 volume this year, or maybe like 1,000 a month. That'd be sick if like they started in like July or this summer and they did like 5,000 maybe this year. But let me know you guys' thoughts on it. But it's cool to see that they're still on track. I think in here they did say something about how it is coming to the market. See, that's questions probably. Cybertruck, yeah, well, just coming to the market. Doesn't say anything necessarily about exact dates. Is Cybertruck still on track for 2023? But certainly some cool stuff. I'm excited for the Tesla Cybertruck to see if it actually comes out this year. But let me know what your guys' thoughts on it. Are you waiting? Do you have one on order, or do you think it's going to be next year as well? But let's see. Let's jump on some of the comments, some questions. Elon said that volume production is going to be next year in today's meeting. Okay, so I'll probably see a few deliveries of the Cybertruck, and then, but yeah, next year hopefully will be the actual volume production, and we'll see a lot of them. And also I want to know, like, are they going to deliver to Austin first for the Cybertruck, or is it going to be California and other places around that? That's for sure. Hi Dennis, would you know if the 2023 model are coming with matrix headlights and cargo cover? Depends. I've heard the long range might be coming, but performance, that's for sure. But the best way to check is Tesla Motor Club on Tesla Motor Club forum. Sai, welcome. Any recommendation on Tesla Insurance Company? I like Costco Insurance, but if you're in California, Wawa Nisa Insurance as well. Do you think the 7,500 tax break will end in March? In my opinion, I think the incentive will continue because we're in a Biden administration. They love green energy and folks will buy more. Yeah, potentially that could be another case, right? What if the IRS and Treasury delay their guidance and we go all the way till the end of the year so that everybody, including Tesla, gets that $7,500 tax credit? That's for sure. That'd be pretty nice. That's for sure. But yeah, well, thanks for watching the stream. Please hit that like if you enjoy it. Check out the links below if you want to support the channel. I'm going to sign off because I am pretty tired today, and I'll probably be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Time and schedule pending. But thanks for watching this video. Please hit that like if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.